Okay, so the first thing that I would like to do, hold on, sorry, it's not. Okay, that's not gonna work either. Okay, I guess I'll go back to screen share then. Okay, I'm going to share a little bit of my story first. And I just want to tell you a little bit about before I started Plexus. And since then, I joined Plexus in April 4th of 2013. I was an RN and I was working for home health. I live in a small town. It's called Dexter, Missouri. We have about 7,500 people in our town, so that's not really big. Working for home health as an RN, I had a really great job for our area. I had great benefits. I had great pay. I had a flexible schedule, all the things that attracted me to that business, to that job. I really thought I had hit the jackpot when I got that job. I worked with amazing women. I will not argue that at all. But over time, what had happened is just more and more responsibility, more hours, more time added to my schedule. I slowly started gaining weight because I was in my car all day long. I would come home in the evenings, afternoon, start charting. And I would literally be stuck on the couch or in my bed charting until I fell asleep every single night. On Saturdays, Friday nights and Saturdays, I would be catching up from the week. And then Sunday, I would be preparing for the next week so that maybe I wouldn't have as much work to do the next week. I remember, going to my kids' sports events and being there at their event, but I was stuck on my phone charting the whole time. I would only, be able to look up when I could, and I was never really an active participant in our lives. I didn't feel like cooking. I didn't feel like cleaning. I didn't feel like doing anything because I was just drained and exhausted all day long. I remember one thing that's really vivid in my mind when I think about my work life before was one weekend when I was on call. We had a church picnic that I wanted to go to so bad. I wanted to be there with my family. I wanted to be there without my phone attached to me. And I literally stayed up all night long to finish my charting for that day so that I could go on that Sunday to the church picnic, but still praying that I didn't have a call that day. And I look back and think about, I sat on my bedroom floor and just charted while my whole family was asleep. And I was exhausted the next day, but I did get to go to that picnic. It was really crazy, but that was just the way it was. Another thing for our family, my husband worked FedEx, so he had a very hectic schedule as well. He worked weekends. He got home really late. It's just we didn't really see a whole lot of each other, or if he was home, then I was on my phone charting. So just a little bit of idea of where we were, where some of you may be. I wasn't looking for a network marketing company. I wasn't looking for anything that was going to take any more of my time. There just was no way. There was no way. I had no time to give anyone or anything. Another thing, my husband and I were always dreamers. We always just had these huge dreams of things we wanted to do. We've been together since I was in high school, and we just had all these plans and all these amazing dreams and different businesses, just thought things were going to be amazing, when we grew up. We're very blessed, had a very wonderful family. But over the years, those dreams started diminishing. Those dreams kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And we just realized that, he was going to work where he worked. I was going to be a nurse, and we were going to get through it. And that was what we were going to do, raise our family and live our life. And my kids, when they were little, I used to tell them, you can do anything you want. You can do absolutely anything you want. Anything you set your mind to, you can achieve. And I noticed within myself over the years, those words stopped coming out of my mouth. And I have 4 amazing children. And I just started being what I thought was more practical and telling them, go to college, get a job, work hard, and do your best. And that was what I thought was going to be their future. All of this, the reason why I'm telling you some of this is because all of this went against what God had told me. I didn't understand at the time, but a few years before I found Plexus, God told me very clearly, He said, I have big plans for you and your family. And I knew, I just remember that day like it was yesterday, and the excitement that I had inside. I didn't know what those plans were by any means. I was so excited, and I waited and I waited and I waited to see what He was going to do. But again, over time, I questioned what He told me and, what I was supposed to do. And I would just kept continuing to do what I was doing and started settling for that. And then I remember a few weeks before Plexus came into my life, I was praying out to God. One thing about being a home health nurse is you spend a lot of time by yourself in your car. So that is the perfect prayer time. No kids, nobody. You can just, pray to God, whatever you want, any time of the day. And so I just remember praying, and I asked Him, I said, just tell me what you want me to do every day. I will be content. I am fine being a nurse. I am fine doing what I'm doing. I will be content where I'm at as long as I hear from you. And a few weeks later, Plexus came into my life. A coworker of mine, Sarah, she's on here tonight, she found out about Plexus and shared her excitement with me. And literally, I said yes without even having a clue what I was getting involved in. I had no idea that moment my life was going to change forever. I joined Plexus with her. I started taking the products for myself, noticing an amazing change in myself that I had not seen in a long time. And then I started sharing it with my friends and family. I started learning about this company, and I realized that there was something special going on. There was something that I had never seen before. And with that, a passion and excitement ignited inside of me. And God revealed to me that this is what He was giving me. And I ran with it. And within 3 months later, I was able to leave my full-time job as an RN to do Plexus full-time. I have friends and family that work alongside me. I've not even felt like I've worked a day since I started Plexus. This is the most rewarding experience I've ever had in my entire life. I spend every day just talking to people, cheering people on, helping people, watching their lives literally change. And I'm just so completely blessed. And I just want to share a little bit about that with you and let you know where I came from and where I'm going. And like I said, I'm now a Diamond Ambassador. I'm retired from my job. My husband is an Emerald Ambassador, and so he is retired from FedEx. We have a life that is completely different from anything we've ever experienced before. Plexus has just really been amazing and an absolute answered prayer, and a tool that I know God is using for the big plans that He continues to have for us. So I'm very fortunate tonight to have with me, my daughter. So she's very special to me. She happens to be one of the most amazing business partners that you can ever imagine. So I just want to introduce you to her and let her share a little bit of her story.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kara. I don't think about these events all day long, and always right before I know I'm going to have to talk, I get so nervous and my stomach just gets in knots, and so just bear with me a little bit. But I'm just going to go ahead, I guess, and just start off by sharing a little bit of my story and where I was. So before Plexus, I was actually a single mom, and I was working full-time, and I was going to school full-time, and I didn't really think that I had time to add anything else to my life. And I remember, like, one day I actually called my mom and I told her, I was like, I don't want to be a part-time mom. Like, I don't want to miss my daughters growing up. My daughter at the time, I don't want to miss them growing up. I want to be able to witness everything. To me, that thought was just awful, having to work forever and not be at home with my kids. And especially being a single mom at the time, you know, like staying at home just really was not an option at all. But anyway, she, I guess, okay, I'll just go to this part. I remember I went to a Bible study, and I just did a video on this the other day, and some of you guys may have seen this, but I knew I wanted something different, and I knew I wanted to change, and I went to a Bible study, and Tony Stanford was there, and he was teaching, and he taught on the day best prayer. And I don't know what happened when I left there, just something inside me told me, you know, like, you believe in this, you hang on to this, you pray this. And I did that. I did it every single day. And I went home and I told my family about it. And, you know, I prayed that every day of my life. And then the same thing happens. My mom comes and tells me about Plexus, and I am busy and I don't have time. So I just kind of shoved it to the side. You know, why is she telling me about this? She was telling me about this because God was ready to answer my prayer. And thankfully for me, she was persistent, and she was continuing to tell me about Plexus and telling me I had to do this. And she took me to a meeting with her, and I went to the meeting, and I was just blown away. I could not get over all the testimonies of what this product was doing for people, the health, the wealth testimonies. I mean, it was insane. And I came home and I signed up and I dove into this, and I just started sharing it with everybody. And within 5 months, I was actually able to leave my full-time job, and I decided that I was not going to go back to college because I knew that I had found something that I was going to do for the rest of my life. And for me, Plexus has been the most incredible journey so far. And I know that we are just getting started. It's still the very beginning. I have been with the company for almost 3 years, but for me, it's been an opportunity for me to grow personally. It's been an opportunity for me to grow spiritually. It's crazy what God does with things. Like, you know, whenever you are busy all the time, and there's so many Christians that are like this. We mean to pray more. We mean to read the Bible more. We mean to spend more time with God, but we're busy, and it's just hard to fit it in. And Satan is always using all of these distractions and stuff like that. And that's just something he really used. And he took the opportunity whenever I started staying at home. He just really started drawing me closer to him. And I have grown spiritually more in these last couple years than I ever have in my entire life. And he just continues to reveal to me more about what Plexus is and why he brought this into my life. And he absolutely is blessing me with it. And he's blessing my family with it, and all the people that cross paths with me and that, you know, take advantage of this with me. But he's also using it just to further his kingdom. And I'm just so excited about what the future holds with Plexus, and I'm really excited for everybody that decided to join us and learn a little bit more about it. And I really hope that you just take this to heart and you run with this. And if you really do feel that God has put this in your life, or if he is, you know, laid it on your heart in any way, like, don't ignore that. Run with it, be faithful, and be consistent, and you will be amazed, absolutely amazed about what he can do with your life using this company.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kara. Okay, so now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty. We're going to share with you a little bit of what Plexus is about. And I just want you guys to know that we're so honored to have you here with us tonight. I really thank you all for taking time out of your busy lives to join us, to learn more about Plexus, and to hear from some more amazing ambassadors. You're going to hear lots of information tonight that will educate, inspire, and motivate you. To our guests, our goal is to simply offer the gift of Plexus, the gift of information. You listen and decide what to do. So we're going to talk to you a little bit about why Plexus is an amazing business opportunity. Because we are a network marketing company, we have products that we sell directly to the consumers. We're able to build our business our way, the way that we want. We have an unlimited earning power and incredible freedom, and a business that is absolutely turnkey. Some other things that make us, turn that real quick. Some other things that make us unique is the culture of Plexus. I don't know if you'll ever find anything like what we have. This is one saying that I believe makes us so different from anybody else. We are one Plexus. We are a culture that helps each other, lifts each other up, builds each other up. We don't compete with each other. It is just an absolutely amazing culture. I have found friends that I now think of as family, people that will be in my lives for the rest of my life. And that is one of the most precious gifts that Plexus has given me. So if you are new or thinking about joining Plexus, I just wanted to share a little bit about that with you, because that's one thing, one of the feedback that I get from so many is like, oh my gosh, like what a great environment to be every day, and to how many amazing new people that I've met. Another thing is Plexus Points Program, weekly and monthly pay, which is really incredible, and 11 different ways to earn. We have extraordinary products, exceptional and generous compensation plan, world-class people, again, and passion. We are in the business of changing people's lives, absolutely, every day. So, of course, we have something to sell. You know, we have great products. We have products that are desirable and that have high market appeal. The number one health problem in the world is obesity. Weight loss is a $66 billion industry. Not to mention, you know, we're talking diabetes, we're talking the health issues, all these things that Plexus has answers for. And we also have a 60-day money-back guarantee. We believe in our products and we stand behind them. Okay, I'm going to give you a little bit of history about Plexus. In the last 3 years, Plexus has grown 16,457%. Our growth has quadrupled in 2013, and we are a debt-free company, and we're literally just getting started. Plexus has around 300,000 ambassadors right now. That is just a drop in the bucket. There are so many people that have never heard about us before, and this is just such an amazing time to get involved in this company. We have earned many rewards. Inc. 500, we were named number 8. That was our debut, first time we were announced in that magazine. That was incredible. We were named number 2 in health. We were displayed in the Success for Home magazine, the Direct Selling News. It's just been we've been recognized for so many things, and it's just really exciting to be involved with this company at this time. So as you experience tonight's event, determine where you fit best. You want to, you know, try the product to get healthier, become a preferred customer, or become an ambassador to have the opportunity to enhance your health and wealth. And if you are here to learn more about Plexus, we're thrilled you've joined us. Our job and our goal is to share our experience and passion for what we do. So now I'm going to turn it over to Kara, and she's just going to give you an overview of our extraordinary products and how they're changing lives.
So this is just a little bit of product overview of what we offer. We're not going to go over every single product in detail, but we are going to hit a lot of them. But some things that we do, Plexus helps keep your blood sugars at healthy levels. We offer immune system support, gastrointestinal health, discomfort relief, detoxification, and healthy weight loss. That's a big thing, healthy weight loss, not a fad diet or anything like that. All of our products are actually diabetic friendly, gluten free, and contain no artificial sweeteners. One thing that makes Plexus so different is we really focus on getting to the root of the issues. We want to figure out what's going on the inside of our body and get it healthy. So we always say, you know, Plexus makes you healthy from the inside out. Most of us have crazy blood sugar levels. I don't know if you guys, that's it. If you, and males are only supposed to have 35 grams of sugar a day. And if you're going to drink one Dr. Pepper, you have like 63 grams of sugar just in that one Dr. Pepper. So that's just one example, but we get way, way too much. And our blood levels are constantly going up and down and crazy and all over the charts. And it causes a ton of health issues and makes you feel fatigued and crashes. And that's just one of the things that Plexus does offer, is it helps regulate those blood levels. And we also focus on the inflammation, and that's something else that has to do with our blood levels and the inflammatory that's going on in our process or in our body. Poor gut health is another thing. From all of the processed foods that we're kind of putting in our body, there is this thing actually called leaky gut syndrome, and you can Google it, and it's kind of gross, but it's where toxins are actually leaking out into your bloodstream and causing all of these issues. And I'm gonna go over that a little more in some of our products. But it's another thing that causes issues going on with your body. Some things like even like allergies or asthma that you might not even relate to your gut. But it is about just getting your body healthy and then watching some of the outside issues diminish. And then vitamin deficiency. Again, we're not getting all the vitamins and nutrients we need, from McDonald's and Burger King, which is, a lot of the diet that we have, or don't get all the vegetables we need. And we also offer that so we have healthy supplements and vitamins to replace back into our system. So this is our Plexus Slim. If you have not tried the Plexus Slim, it's actually just like a little pink packet, like a Crystal Light pack. And you just dump it in a bottle of water, and you shake it up and you drink it. And it tastes kind of like a cherry Tootsie Pop or cherry Kool-Aid or something like that. But this is what's developed to regulate your blood levels. It helps keep your blood sugar, cholesterol, blood pressure, and lipid levels at a healthy level. It's going to help you increase that willpower over food. You're really going to notice that maybe I'm not wanting that soda, or maybe I'm not wanting that candy bar or going to that drive-thru. It's just going to help give you the desire to say no, because you're not going to crave it or feel like you need it. Reduces your binge eating. It offers sustained energy because this is regulating our blood levels. It's regulating our blood sugar levels. So instead of having that afternoon crash, we're regulating everything so we're not quite as tired. No caffeine or stimulants are added to this. A lot of people notice improved sleep, improved mood, and less anxiety, mental clarity, and it is the most natural way to lose weight. This is our ProBio 5. And when I was talking about those gut issues a while ago, this is one of the key products that's going to help with that. A lot of us have a bunch of bad bacteria in our growth or in our gut. And one thing that makes our probiotic different than other probiotics is we actually break down the bad bacteria and add the good bacteria into our system. A lot of probiotics that you'll get at your local drugstore, Walmart, or something like that will just continue to add good in, but it's never doing anything about the bad. And I mean, if you think about it, if you've got a classroom full of students and you have this one kid that's just making all these noises and really acting up, it's still distracting all of the other kids from learning. It doesn't matter how many more good kids you put in the classroom. This one's really disrupting the class. We've got to take care of the problem. And that's something that this is going to do. It's going to help increase your nutrient absorption, helps control fungus and yeast overgrowth. And that's kind of what I was talking about, how it's breaking down the enzymes of the yeast in your system. Contains enzymes and 5 friendly bacteria, and relief from typical candidiasis symptoms like sugar cravings, anxiety, recurring irritability. A lot of people say that they don't have brain fog anymore after the ProBio 5s, because I know if you're anything like me, you'll be in the kitchen and you'll go to the bedroom to get something, and you'll walk in there and you have no idea what the heck you're meaning to get whenever you walked in there. And that the ProBio 5 is going to help with that, help with the brain fog, the migraines, dry flaky skin, allergies, acne. This is one of the products that I actually give to my daughter. I wish I had a before and after picture for you guys right here on the screen, but she had horrible allergies. During the springtime, we would have to keep her in the house because of all the pollen and everything going outside. She was on steroids and breathing treatments. Her eyes were swollen shut. Just the whole sneezing, running nose. I remember we had to rush her to the ER one night just because her chest was retracting. She couldn't breathe. Her O2 level was at an 80%, all because of these awful allergies. But so I started giving her the ProBio 5, and Now we occasionally get a runny nose, and that's about the extent of it. And that's been really huge for us. Nobody wants to see their child suffering. So I'm really excited about this product. And it's best taken at night on an empty stomach. This is our BioCleanse. It oxygenates the entire body, detoxifies and cleanses the gastrointestinal tract and arteries, energizes both physically and mentally, and neutralizes acidic conditions that may promote pathogens. And this is really cool because if you think of a pathogen, it can be anything from an abnormal cell to maybe a cancerous cell, and they can't live in the acidic it makes it an environment where they can't live in, since it neutralizes the acidic conditions. It also enhances weight loss, support collagen production, and release constipation. But what's really big about this product too is whenever you pair it with the ProBio 5, the ProBio 5, we kind of think of it as taking your trash to the curb. And the BioCleanse comes through and gets all of that out of your body, and it's getting all the toxins out and helping you relieve that waste. It's nothing scary. A lot of people see cleanse and then they, oh no, I'm not taking that. I'm not putting that in my body. But a great example that a lot of people like to use is if 3 cars go in a car wash, then 3 cars need to come out of the car wash. A lot of times we'll eat 3 times a day, but we'll only go to the bathroom every 3 days. And that's not healthy. And that's whenever a lot of that leaky gut problems come in, and we're releasing those toxins into our system. So the ProBio is going to come in and kind of help clean it up, and this is going to just go ahead and push it out. So these two together are a big power couple. And the power of the triplex. This is one of our best selling combinations. And again, a lot of this roots back to the gut health that we've been talking about. The Plexus Slim, BioCleanse, and ProBio 5, it really does help with the weight loss and helps people get their weight at a healthy level. But it also takes care of a lot of those issues that are going on in our body, and makes people feel better than they have ever felt before after being on this combination. And I'm sure you guys, you'll probably hear some tonight, but also if you just like Googled it, you would just see testimony after or searched in your Facebook bar, testimony after testimony about what this triplex is actually doing for people. This is our X Factor, which is our multivitamin. And one of the things that makes our vitamin different than over-the-counter vitamins is it is made with aloe. So the aloe actually makes it have a lot better absorption rate. It kind of acts like a mail carrier system. So a lot of times, again, when we take vitamins that are over the counter, they just kind of go right through us, and our body is not actually absorbing them the way that they need to. And the aloe makes sure that your body is absorbing them. We actually have like a 300% more absorption rate with our X Factor than regular vitamins. There's several B vitamins in it. Antioxidant protection of the New Zealand black currant acts into the body to protect against damaged cells. Super potent antioxidant protection and supports whole body wellness. And my doctor actually gave me the okay to take this product whenever I was pregnant over my prenatal vitamins. So and obviously it's a very good vitamin. Is this you, Mom? Handing it back over to you.
No, this was your last one. Oh, I can do it. It's fine.
I don't have that one in my notes. Sorry. But again, this is an overview again of all of our products. We also have our Fast Relief, our breast check kit, our Plexus body cream, and our X Factor chewables for kids. And then we have our Boost Accelerator and Block, which is some things that people can add to help speed up weight loss. But if you want to know more information on any of these products, and just get with the ambassador that invited you, and they'll be happy to share in more detail.
Thank you so much. That was awesome. Okay, now we're going to get to some really good stuff. Again, we're going to hear some testimonies about what these products are doing for people, what this company is doing for people. Plexus is changing lives in so many ways, and people join us for a number of reasons. Some of the reasons that they join us is for the products, for health and wellness. To be another reason, maybe because of awards and recognitions. Plexus offers, one of the things that we earn as we work up the ranks of Plexus is Alexis. We have lots of trips like convention, incentive trips, and other incentives that we have going on. You can get with the person that invited you to learn more about those opportunities. Another reason is fun and friendship, like-minded people trying to make a difference in this world. A purpose. That's one thing that a lot of people say when Plexus comes into their lives. They now have a purpose. Personal development. On your Plexus journey, you'll gain confidence and skills that'll benefit you in every nook and cranny of your personal and professional life. Plexus is sometimes described as a personal development company as well as health and wellness company. Income, the earning opportunity, another great reason to join Plexus. The earning opportunity can be life-changing for so many of our ambassadors. So next we're going to take a look at some of the ways to earn, but first we're going to hear from a few of our ambassadors, and they're going to share their testimonies. So Michelle, we're going to start out with you, and you can just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your story.
Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, so my name is Michelle, and 2 years ago I started taking the Triplex because I was overeating. I had crazy cravings for sugar and carbs like around the clock. I joke because I would wake up at like 3 a.m. thinking about the Hardee's chicken sandwich I was going to eat that afternoon. I had recently had a baby and I wanted to get off the baby weight. And like I said, I was eating like crazy, 2 desserts a day, Hardee's all the time. I was there so often. I swear they recognized my voice over the speaker whenever I ordered. So clearly something needed to change in my life. I did some research, found Plexus, decided, hey, I'm going to take this because I wanted to do something natural and not put chemicals into my body. So I joined as a customer. I was going to prove that the products didn't work and I was going to get my money back. But within 3 weeks, I noticed some changes in my cravings. And so I thought I better keep doing this. So I joined as an ambassador, but I wasn't going to tell anybody. I just wanted the discount because I love a good discount. But so over time, my cravings went away. I haven't been to Hardee's in like a year and a half, and I lost 17 pounds, which I totally expected to happen because that's what the package says is going to happen. And I was like, cool, this is great. What I didn't expect to happen was to come off an antidepressant, come off an anti-anxiety medication, to come off acne medications. And I have a condition called PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome, which causes acne, it causes weight gain, it causes irregular cycles every month, it causes infertility, it causes a lot of different things in different people. And I had a lot of those symptoms. And so for that, my whole life, I've had to have a prescription in order to ovulate and to have a monthly cycle. But my body started regulating itself for the first time in my entire life, that I was able to come off my ovulation medication. I was able to come off of my monthly cycle medication, and I actually got pregnant for the first time in life without having to have fertility meds. And so I have a little Plexus baby who better be asleep right now. He's super cute. I took the Triplex throughout my pregnancy. My doctor was cool with it. I even, like Kara, was able to take the X Factor and the Mega X in place of a prenatal and DHA. So had a healthy little baby boy, came home from the hospital, lost 18 pounds since then. And another part of my story, I mean, I love the baby part of my story, but another part that I love about my story is that my husband and I had been making preparations for him to be able to leave his managerial position at a giant manufacturer in America. And he was just miserable at work, working like 11, 12-hour days, hardly ever saw our kids. And we were making preparations for him to be able to come home and do Plexus full time. But we were just kind of waiting on God's timing for that. And God decided in June this year, it was a month before I had the baby, that was the time. So since June, Jeff has been home with me doing Plexus full time, changing diapers, doing laundry, taking care of the kids. And I'm like so grateful for this company that has literally changed everything in my life. And that's why, like, I share it with everybody. I mean, like I said, I joined, I wasn't going to tell anybody, but how could I not? You know, so much life changes happen for me that I share with everybody. So that's my story in a nutshell. And I want to introduce to you my dear friend that I met through Plexus and business partner, Kim Rose. So Kim, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Kim Rose, and I'm a senior cold ambassador. And I started Plexus, July of 14. I watched the products on Facebook, just like many of you guys have seen it, and I passed by it for a couple months because I was sure that it was a scam, and I was never going to be involved in another company like that. So I continued to pass by it. Well, then I started seeing that some of my friends at the time were having some amazing results. And I was like, okay, well, I had been on every medication possible to lose weight because I've always suffered it. I was always bullied in school growing up. Even as an adult, you get bullied, and it's not fun when you're heavy. They don't realize the struggles that you deal with on a daily basis other than weight. So I, like a lot of folks, was on a depression medicine. I was also on blood pressure medicine, and my blood pressure was so high, it was I was in the ER because it was stroke level. I was stressed out all the time because I was heavy. I walked with a knee that was at a 90-degree angle for a year and a half because I was too fat, because I'd done so much damage on my knees. I was miserable. I had suffered migraines for 34 years of my life, and I had 4 to 5 a month. And so I was in desperate need of help, but I was broke as well. And I had a good job. So long story short is that my doctor basically told me, Kim, you have bad genes. You are going to be fat for the rest of your life, and you're probably going to be diabetic. So we're going to go ahead and start medications for that. And this is just going to have how life's going to be. And so I, like many of the folks that you have heard from, prayed and prayed and prayed for God just to melt the fat off me. And I used to pray that when I was a little kid, that I would wake up and that God would melt all the fat off me, and everybody would know me as skinny, so I wouldn't have to go through the ridicule. Little did I know that what he was trying to force in my face, I kept thinking was a scam, was my answer. So I decided to try it out, but I did not want anything to do with the business, of course, because it was a scam, and I knew the products probably weren't going to work because nothing else did. But I started doing it, and I started noticing immediate changes with my mood. I was told by people at work that I was happier, which is embarrassing, but it's a good thing. I noticed that I would actually get dizzy if I took my blood pressure medicine, so I knew that something was wrong. And so I stopped taking my blood pressure medicine, and I don't recommend that without your doctor's approval, but that was me. I'm hard-headed. But little things started noticing. I started losing inches. And one of the things that I started out with is my sister's a type 1 diabetic, and I'm like, if this works for me, I'm going to get her on it. And so long story short, I have now lost 25 pounds and 56.75 inches and down 5 pant sizes. I'm off 5 medications, and I have my doctor's approval, and he is now sharing it in his doctor's office. And my sister is actually on it and has lost over 50 pounds and has went from 8 shots a day down to 3. So Plexus, yeah, it's not a scam, thank goodness. But it is completely, I look back and think of where I was compared to where I am now. And I cannot tell you how blessed I am. And I'm just thankful every day for this company.
Thank you so much, Kim. Thank you. I love listening to your testimony. Next we have Barb. Barb, if you want to jump on and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your story. And
Sure.
also, if everyone would recognize and congratulate Barb, she just turned Ruby.
Hey. Thank you. I appreciate that. My name, like Lori said, I'm Barbie Mullins, and I started Plexus in November of 2013. I stumbled upon one of Lori's posts on a yard sale site in early October, I guess it was, maybe even September. I'm not really sure at this point, but I prayed about it for a long time, and I just went all in as an ambassador. I hadn't tried the products, but I knew that I had to lose weight. I was 200 pounds, and I'm only 5'1", so I definitely needed to lose some weight. And so I started on the products, Slim and Accelerator, and the Probio. I lost 60 pounds in my first 6 months, and a lot of inches. I don't know how many inches because I was one of the ones that didn't really do the measuring thing. Do the measuring. It's important. But I suffered from severe IBS pretty much since I was a teenager, so bad that I would pass out. I had reflux, heartburn, and after starting on the Slim Accelerator and the Probio, I no longer had to have the meds for the IBS or the reflux or the heartburn. So if I wouldn't have lost any weight, that would have been amazing because my IBS was so severe. Fast forward, I went silver pretty quick. I didn't start working the business right away when I started because we had a water crisis here, and that's a whole nother story. But I started working the business probably in February, maybe March. Went silver right away. Then went gold pretty quick. And then things took a change. It's not always easy, guys. It is worth it, but it's not always easy. So just, keep going. But so I really started all over rebuilding my team. And a year ago in November, I was actually able to quit my full-time job because I was making more at my full-time job doing Plexus part-time than I was at my full-time job. So I told my husband, I said, okay, I'm ready to quit my job. And he's like, oh, well, when you're making double what you're making, then okay. So I was able to do that, and I'm still home working from home, and I'm just completely blessed. I've doubled my income, and it's just an unbelievable opportunity. So don't just think it's a scam or be the skeptic. Everybody, my husband was the biggest skeptic of all. He's a police officer, and we struggle payday to payday, and we don't have to do that anymore. So it's been a complete blessing in our lives, and the people that I have in my lives now, gosh, I'm so thankful for all of them. They're just like family. It's just a great community, and I just encourage each and every one of you to jump on board and take this journey with us. It's well worth it. And now I will leave it at that, and I'll introduce my friend that I met through Plexus, Nikki Westerfield.
Hi, thank you, Barb.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I am going to actually combine my financial testimony and my regular testimony all in one. So mine's going to be a little longer than everybody's, but I'll be quick, I promise. Okay, so I saw a before and after picture on my Facebook newsfeed, and I never heard of Plexus before, and I wanted to lose weight. So I ordered some, and about after 2 weeks, I loved the product, and I had been posting on Facebook that I was trying something new, and then about how I lost weight, and not really even because I was trying to promote it, but if you guys all know me, I post everything on Facebook. So I just was posting it on Facebook, and I was getting so much feedback about what I was doing. And after looking over the compensation plan, I thought to myself, and I've got to start selling this stuff, because I was sending many people to the lady that I bought it from, and she was making money. And I thought, well, I need to be doing this myself. And so um, and I had looked around at other businesses because I had thought, wow, it'd be really cool if I could stay at home. And I never really thought that that would really happen, but I just always kind of really wanted it to happen. In 2009, my first child passed away from a seizure in her sleep. And when I got pregnant again, 5 years later, I was in panic mode. There's no way I was going back to work. I took off maternity leave, and I kept telling myself I was going back to work, but I knew it couldn't happen. So, but we couldn't really afford that. And so it was about a week before I was supposed to go to work. I have this little baby, and I'm like, there's no way that I can go back to work. And so I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So I started babysitting, and I had a ton of kids in my house, sometimes 7 kids in my house. Yes, I'm being serious. And all of them were 2 and under. And that is no joke. And it was a lot of work, to say the least. It wore me out. So I didn't really, on top of that, I didn't really get to spend a whole bunch of like one-on-one time with my daughter. So it was really hard. And so I had been looking into something that I could do to stay at home. And then, I had found Plexus. And I looked at the pay plan, and it was better than anything I've ever seen. I'll argue that with anyone. And so I wanted to start selling the products, but I wanted to sign up under somebody in my area. So I asked Lori Cooper. I found her on Facebook. I saw her Facebook, and she had a picture of her and a big check. And I was like, wow, this lady must be really successful. And I had looked into the company enough to know that a diamond ambassador was as high as you could go. So I was like blown away. I was like, wow. If I'm going to do this, I can learn from this lady, and I need to join her team. So I was blown away with how nice Lori was and how she helped me out. And, she went out of her way to help me. And so I wasn't even going to sign up under her team. I was going to sign up under the lady that I bought from. But I was blown away by Lori's leadership, and I just knew that I could learn from her and be successful. So I signed up under her. And when I signed up, I really had no idea where Plexus was going to take me. I started posting like crazy and getting a ton of feedback. And the first month was December, and I got my first paycheck, and it was like $350. And I was excited because it was like extra money to us. Me and my husband were still bringing in our normal incomes. My second paycheck was a little over $500, and I was even more excited. Me and my husband were still working, and I just knew that I could do great with this business. And I really was literally just posting on Facebook and sharing these amazing testimonials and sharing my own testimonial, and people just wanted to know about it. And I just knew, who doesn't want to lose weight, who doesn't want to feel healthy? More than half of the US is overweight, not to mention I love the product. So after 2.5 months, I had lost 20 pounds. I had so much energy. I had no problem keeping up with the kids that I was still babysitting. I mean, this Plexus stuff was like life-changing for me. I could keep up with all of these kids that I was watching, and I had energy, and I didn't fall asleep at night right away like I was. And my anxiety went completely away when I started taking Plexus. So that was amazing. And I slept so well. So I made around $125 per child when I babysat every single week. So I was making all right money being at home, but it was super hard and exhausting. So about after 8 or 9 months of selling Plexus, it was completely replacing my income with babysitting. And I was really excited because I had gotten pregnant with my son. I knew it was going to be impossible to have 2 kids and babysit, up to 7 kids every single day. So I worked the whole time I was pregnant so I could quit babysitting at the time that I had my son. And I actually was able to do that a few months early and relax before I had my son. And it was just awesome. Plexus has completely replaced my income. And now 2 years later, last month I had almost a $5,000 month, and it's mind blowing. And on top of that, I'm saving $1,200 in daycare because I'm staying at home, and I enjoy it. It's been the best thing that Plexus has given me. After losing a child, all you want to do is protect the 2 that I have. And there was no way I was going back to work. There's no way I was sending them to daycare. And I panicked about everything. I mean, everything. And I knew the best place for my children was at home with me. So I'm just so thankful to stay at home with them. And it's honestly been like a dream come true. And, I wake up every morning and there's no rush to go to work. I get to plan my day with my 2 kids and focus on them. So I'm just very, very lucky to do that. And honestly, I have to say this too. Plexus sells itself, and I'm not a salesperson. I just share Plexus stories on Facebook with my friends and family, and it's something that I really enjoy. And it's just helping so many people with so many health and weight loss issues that it's humbling to be a part of, and it really is. And most of all, it's helping tired and busy mamas have some extra energy. So it's really changed my life a lot.
Thank you, Nikki. Thank you so much. Another one of our brand new Ruby ambassadors. Nikki just turned Ruby this month, so congratulations. Yay, so exciting.
Thank you.
So I just want to say, you know, all of the ones that you've heard their testimony here tonight, Michelle and Barb and Kim and Nikki, I knew none of them before Plexus. It has been such an absolute blessing to get to know them, to watch them join my team, and now they're my best friends. It's so awesome. I mean, I talk to them almost every day, and it's just I never in my life dreamed I would have this kind of friendship and connections just all across the United States. We don't even live close to each other, which totally sucks because we would have a lot of fun if we did. All right, so we will try to speed things along. I know we're pushing the clock here, so we're going to talk to you a little bit how to become a part of the Plexus journey. Do you want to try the product? You can purchase at retail from whoever you've been talking to, or you can become a preferred customer to get a great discount, or you can become an ambassador. So in order to become an ambassador, it only costs $34.95. That is your annual fee. That is it. That is, I don't know if you'll ever hear that price to start your own business with the opportunity to make an income like this. With that $35, it gives you your own website, which is already set up, and access to wholesale prices. And a few of the ways that you're going to earn money with Plexus. And when we talk about earning money with Plexus, one of those incomes is a residual income. We have residual bills. Residual means something comes every single month, whether you want to or not. So flip that around and think about an income coming in every single month. Just like that phone bill comes in, the electric bill comes in, you're never getting rid of those. So it's been really amazing to watch that residual income just come in every single month. One way that we get paid is by retail and wholesale commission. Now, Plexus does pay in 11 different ways, but to make this short, we're just going to share a few of them with you. When you become an ambassador, you're able to share your website, share your products with your friends and your family, and you're going to make commission off that. Everything from $100 to $499, you're going to make 15%. If you sell $500 and up, that commission changes to 25%. Another way is business building bonuses. When you join Plexus for $35, you have the opportunity to purchase a welcome pack if you want one. And that is an awesome one-time deal that you're getting products below wholesale. And as every time someone purchases that, then the 4 people above them earn a commission bonus off of them, and that is paid every week. Category 3 is our profit sharing pay points. Now, this is eligible for day 1. This is where your residual income comes from. It can be a little bit hard to understand, so you'll want to get with the person that brought you here to dig more into it. But basically, as you get people to do this with you, to join your team, whether they're purchasing it wholesale or they're doing it as a business, every time they purchase their $100 for the month, you get points on them. So levels 1, 2, and 3. A level 1 would be someone that you personally sponsored yourself. A level 2 would be someone that your level 1 personally sponsored, and so forth. So you can see there how those points add up, and that is on your entire team of people that's underneath you. So our pay points roughly average around $3 a pay point. So it's no tricks. Literally, it's, you know, people say, well, I'm not a salesperson, I couldn't sell. I wasn't a salesperson, I was a nurse. The only thing you do is share. And that's what's so exciting, because how many of you, whenever you find an amazing restaurant, you run and tell everyone that you know, oh my gosh, have you ate there yet? the makeup, that's big for girls. You know, that great new makeup, you want to tell all your friends about it. So that's what Plexus is. That's why we get so excited, and it's impossible to keep our mouth shut about it. Category 4, achievement bonuses. As you earn rank through Plexus, you get a one-time bonus. So like silver would be when you get 3 people to join you. And that's going to give you a one-time bonus of $100. Plus, you're going to be making your commission. Plus, you're going to be making your pay points. There's preferred customer bonuses, just all different ways you're going to get paid with Plexus. And then we have gold, senior gold, ruby, senior ruby. Great bonuses on each of those opportunities. And then emerald, when you reach emerald, which you have about 1,500 points, then you get a 3% monthly bonus on the profit that comes in with Plexus. They take half of it and put it in a pool, and that's how they pay our pay points. Well, 3% of that is divided up between the emeralds. You are also eligible for your Lexus at that point. They pay you $500 a month to go pick out your white Lexus, and you also have a trip to Hawaii for you and your family. And then Sapphire would be next, and you get another 1% bonus on top of all of that, plus your emerald monthly bonus. And then diamond is the last rank, and that is another 1% plus your sapphire and emerald monthly bonus. And also then you get your $1,000 to go toward a black Lexus. In our town, like I told you, there were like 7,500 people, and another town like 20 miles from us. Between us two, in a 20-mile radius, we have about 10 Lexus drivers from Plexus. So that is pretty incredible. 2 little bitty towns in Missouri. So just shows you the opportunity that there is, and there's just so much more opportunity. A lot more coming. So I'm going to share with you a little bit of quick facts. We're going to show you our 2014 income disclosure statement. The average per capita income in the USA is $28,051. Over 90,000 Plexus ambassadors earn enough income through their Plexus business to effectively get their products for free. The average length of time for ambassadors to achieve the rank of emerald or sapphire is under 15 months. And the average length of time for a diamond ambassador to achieve their rank has been 20 months, although it has been achieved in less than 6 months. So this is our annual ambassador income, and it shows you, it's a little blurry, apologize for that, but the first one in the blue is just the average United States. And then we have our, let's look at the third one. That is a silver ambassador. That's $5,065 a year is what an average of a silver ambassador makes. So like we said earlier, a silver ambassador is literally joining and getting 3 people to join you to purchase the products wholesale or to work it as a business. And that is a really great, can you imagine having an extra $5,000 of income come into your household just to add extra? You know, how many car payments can that make? How many house payments can that make? How many extra going out to eat just for part-time? And then as we move up, we have the other ranks: gold, senior gold, ruby, senior ruby, emerald, sapphire, and diamond. My daughter that was on here, she's a senior ruby. My husband is emerald. I'm diamond. It's just been, we are so blessed, and it's been an absolute amazing opportunity. This is just some pictures of some of the Plexus perks. We definitely live a different lifestyle than we did before, working all the time and spending a lot of time at home and church. And now they send us on vacations. They send us to Hawaii. We drive that Plexus Lexus, win all kinds of contests. It's just been indescribable, the kind of experience that it's been. So, what if this could change everything? We're going to sum this up. I just want to thank you all so much for coming tonight. You know, we've celebrated and recognized achievements. We've heard some powerful, life-changing, inspirational stories. We've learned about our amazing products. We took a peek at our extraordinary Plexus journey and the gift of Plexus. Some of you might be saying to yourself, I loved what I heard tonight, but what if this Plexus thing doesn't work? Well, ask yourself, where will I be in 2 years if I continue to do the same things that I'm doing now? The real question is this: what if this could change everything? The answer is simple. It can. Get started on your journey now. And I just say that with the utmost confidence, because what if I look back and I think, what if I would have just shrugged Sarah off and not even paid attention to what she was doing? I would still be doing the same thing. I had absolutely no idea that my life was going to completely change the day that I said yes. So you were asked here for a reason. We just wanted to share with you our stories and what Plexus has done with us. I urge you, I invite you to begin your journey tonight. Try the products to get healthier, become a preferred customer and get big savings on your purchases, or sign up tonight and have the opportunity to enhance your health and wealth. So schedule a time to chat with the person who brought you, learn more about the Plexus journey and how it can change everything. And I thank you so much for coming tonight. Everyone have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.